EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Tonight, we wrap up a great Sunday here in Super Wildcard Weekend, as it'll be the Bisons of San Antonio taking on the Sentinels of Tokyo. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Brandon, whatever happened to the old rule that if you don't... Going to get it to at least a 20-yard line, you just take a knee in the end zone. Sometimes being too aggressive can actually cost you.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Joe Mixon, the race is on. Touchdown! Joe Mixon, 97 yards. And the Sentinels will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll start on the ground. Hall up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. On second down, a run with Hall. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Breece Hall, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Breece Hall, 68 yards. And the Bisons are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
11.
First down. Here's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. Open man is a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Here's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. His second catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From midfield now, Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Fights loose. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, right back to Hall. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Now 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Hall. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Second down and a yard. Give to Hall running right, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Hall want to give up the middle. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And as a result, possession switches hands. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Now Burrow. first quarter. 7-7, our score after one.
On one, ready?
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Burrow from his own end zone, escaping the pressure right. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
11 MT, tight. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Again, it's Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. Ooh, the juke. And he works free. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 138 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Hall again. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a play fake. Rodgers. His pass caught with the 4. The 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Zerline's kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Burrow's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, here's Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Ready? 11 MT.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Dumps it off to Mixon. Touchdown! Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Sentinels will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
That'll be complete to Alan Lazard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, there had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Here's Hall again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Running left, it's Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. A handoff for Hall. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this third quarter.
I like your identification there, because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball, let's go down and score, put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
At the 26-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11.
Burrow looking to pass. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Now inside the 25. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there. 56 yards on the ground. And Mr. Reliable shows those legs again here in the playoffs.
And what do coaches tell us all the time? In the playoffs, the team that runs the football well will win the game and ultimately be a champion. They're trying to prove that fact today.
Setting the tone on the ground. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. Touchdown! T. Higgins from 3 yards out. And the Sentinels' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. They'll let Mixon try and run it in.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
In motion right is Wilson. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run with Hall. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They come up short here on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
On point, ready?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. 120 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. Touchdown! Puka Nakua, 32 yards. And the Sentinels have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, he didn't find the end zone a whole lot in his rookie campaign, but he's got himself a touchdown here in the playoffs.
And it shows off his big playability, too, because we saw this quite a bit in college, and it certainly continued here at the next level. Another explosive play for a guy who's made them all season long.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Play action. It's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here we go, here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mixon will try the right side. And now off to the races, down the right side. Joe Mixon, and touchdown. Joe Mixon saving his best for the playoffs. across with his third touchdown of the game. And the Sentinels continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Here we go now as they will again try for two. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right. So he's got a man complete. And a huge play that time. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This one deep for Wilson. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, you block over here.
On play action, Rodgers. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. Touchdown! Alan Lazard, 38 yards. And the Bisons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Zerline good with a PAT. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Bisons 20. Greg Zerline is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next week. And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target in the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And as a result, possession switches hands. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Well, 193 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round.
And in a situation like this, you're in the 2nd half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Throw right side, Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Sam Hubbard in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. On play action. Now Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Here now, 2nd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got it.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Sentinels 32, Bisons 27. Greg Zuerlein set to kick
Now
off.
after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. There he goes again, and finally brought down at the 38. A big game there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch that and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed. And then we got to see it unfold in real time.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back, but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card.